I'm talking this whole time and you guys can't hear me. That was genius. I'm muted myself. Welcome everybody. I have a draft tonight on Yahoo. We got to do ESPN and sleeper PPR and compared and found some values, but there's some values on Yahoo too, which is default half PPR. So we're going to look at those. That's why I'm doing this. And here we go. In 7 minutes, we're going to be starting, and it's a quick online draft. So I don't know, this shouldn't take too long. I wanted to just comment. I'm just going to be drafting and talking through my thoughts and my picks, and figured you guys can come along for the ride, hang out. Let me pull up my own things on other screens here. Get myself ready to go. Let's see here. So when right off the bat, I'm gonna say this is a keeper league technically. So we have let me see, can I blow this up at all? A little bit. I think that's pretty good for the screens. So we got keepers, and at different rounds. So I have Jonathan Taylor in like the 3rd round because I drafted him 2 years ago, and I have Deebo Samuel in the 7th round, I believe, because again I drafted him at a value last year, and I told you guys Deebo was a value in Yahoo, specifically Yahoo last year, and there you go. So I'm right now like 6th pick, and like 3 of these guys are on auto because they have keepers. So it's really only 2 people picking what you can see on this list ahead of me. So the system think there's 5 players ahead of me on the list here, but really it's not. It's only 2 of them because the others are already removed. So that means I have a shot at anyone, probably not Christian McCaffrey. I don't know if they're going to go Eckler or Cook or whoever. I'm actually eyeing Barkley. I haven't got him in as many places as I want. I have Jonathan Taylor. So I'm kind of going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. If Barkley hits, I think he has the highest ceiling of anyone. Dalvin Cook, it would really close between him and Dalvin. And if you look on fusionffb.com, you can see, yes, my own ranks do say to have Dalvin Cook is 3rd. So you would be like, well, Josh, why aren't you going to take him? And my answer would be, well, Saquon Barkley is 5th. Derrick Henry is kept. Jonathan Taylor's kept my knee. So my rankings would say it should be a Dalvin Cook, but Barkley's right there for me. And in this league, like I said specifically, he's not my first running back because I have Jonathan Taylor kept. So in this case, you have to be flexible. Every case is different. I'm going to go for it with Barkley. If this was truly a redraft and it was my first pick in redraft ranks, I would go Dalvin Cook, not Saquon. But all things, given the situation, I am going to probably, hopefully, get Barkley here with the 3rd, like, actual pick taken. But it's a 6 overall spot. So we'll go with that. Some crazy reason, they also, one of those 2 guys really likes Barkley and takes him 1 or 2, or I guess it's 1 and 3. I'll go Cook then. All right. And then it's going to be Eckler. All right. But that's as far as I'm going to take my cue, because then those things are going to go. We're going to go through here. And then I'm probably going to be looking at, some of these guys down here. I'm hoping for like an A.J. Brown. I would really like A.J. Brown. I had T. Higgins last year, and I kept Deebo instead because he was a whole round later. But I wouldn't mind drafting him up in this area. So we'll see what happens. We'll take it as it goes. It's 3 minutes to go. Let's keep looking around, get a head start, looking at some values according to Yahoo's ADP. They also have this X rank thing, which is like their experts rankings. I don't understand how Saquon Barkley's expert ranking is even lower than just the normal rank by ADP. Like, and I don't know what, okay. So I don't know why that would be. I don't know why that would be. It's strange why the experts would have him even lower. Some experts. All right, so let's keep looking through here. The values, obviously Barkley is one of them then. Looking through here, has T. Higgins. Is he really wide receiver 27? Do they really have T. Higgins wide? No, these can't be positional ranks, can it? It must be 18th overall. It's got to be 18th overall. Okay, that's more fair. More fair. Still a little low, but more fair. But still, Keenan Allen above A.J. Brown. I love Keenan Allen, but I'm sorry. Taking A.J. Brown ahead of him. That is just... I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Of course, you take A.J. Brown and you can get a value like Jalen Hurts and stack him later easily. Let's see. They have Breece Hall. They have Connor, Breece Hall, Eli Mitchell at running back in this range. Those are all pretty fair. Honestly, I don't love ETN, but he should go before that. He should be up with Eli Mitchell. Breece Hall, I mean, he's the rookie, so I don't expect great production right away, but if I can get him as my third running back in the 4th round, again, Jonathan Taylor's going to use my 3rd round. So we're going to have 2 picks here, 1st and 2nd round, and then we're just going to watch for a while and we'll see what happens. But they have David Montgomery even down here. I don't think a lot of these are right. Let's see. Deontay Johnson I guess he got his shoulder a little beat up today, but he was looking good. I think he's okay, going to be okay. And I still like him. He has been undervalued this entire time. So I wonder if Deontay Johnson's going to slip. I will gladly drop him if I can get any kind of discount on him. Big news, I guess, within like an hour ago is Brian Robinson of the Washington Commanders getting shot in an attempted carjacking. So Antonio Gibson might be too low here. We'll see if people heard the news or not. So that's going to be really interesting. See how that goes. I wouldn't mind. I already liked him ahead of Brian Robinson. I wasn't fully buying it, and then a report came this afternoon saying Brian Robinson's gotten the job as a main runner or something. I don't really like that phrase, main runner. That sounds like it's somebody who's just running, and I don't want someone who just runs. And I think that's, again, why Antonio Gibson is and always was and now definitely will be the better fantasy option, because he can do all of it. Because it can catch, Brian Robinson can run, Gibson can do it all. So in the end, I was betting on the talent there. I know fumbles and stuff, but really okay, what happened here? Austin Eckler went second. But like I said, I'm gonna go Barkley. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. How do I have to click on? Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. We're taking Barkley. Got him. All right. Got my running backs, Barkley and Taylor. Oh man, love it. All right, so we're rolling. How can I move? I don't really like. No, I want the picks in the chat. I don't even know. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this. Yeah, but even the draft board view is weird with the keepers, because it's showing them like taken. They'll get pushed down as we go, but it's not showing a full board with blank picks and them filled in. It's really weird. Yahoo's just different. It works. It's nice platform to play on. There's some weird things about it. I don't know why it's reversed order instead of top down. It's just weird. So here we are. We're going through. We're to Devonta Adams. Nick Chubb is a keeper with the 12th pick, so we're going to have 11. Take someone here, and then we get a keeper, and now he gets to pick in the 13th. So we're rolling. So I'm 7 out. So let's look at players. We're looking at T. Higgins, A.J. Brown being a real possibility. So I'm going to go ahead and put up AJ Brown there. I actually would take Mike Evans and Tyreek Hill before I would get to T. Higgins or DJ Moore. I believe that is correct according to my own ranks. Yes, it is. I had Debo in redraft as my wide receiver 7, so I already got him locked up. If I can get AJ Brown too, I'm going to have 2 top 12 wide receivers, 2 top 12 running backs on my own ranks. I love that. So let's see. We're going here. Finally got, all right, there goes Tyreek. Show my queue. I don't need to see my team. There we go. After that point, I would start looking at some running backs again. After I get another wide receiver 1, of course, Fournette would be great. But I don't love Connor ahead of a good number of these others. I'm trying to see who. It's hard to find them where they're out of order or where they really are. It looks like a lot of these guys are kept. If we go into the draft board, a lot of these running backs are kept. Harris, Swift. Why do I not see? Okay, there's Zeke. Okay. I was gonna say, where's Zeke? But down here was like Montgomery. I didn't see Aaron Jones. Where is Aaron Jones? I'm not seeing. So this is where we gotta. Okay, where we gotta type in. Where's Aaron Jones? I must have missed him. You guys probably see it, and you're yelling at me. I must have missed him. Oh, there he was. No wonder I missed him. Okay. All right, we just jumped a bunch of players because they were already those keepers. So I'm on deck. Hopefully, I can get AJ Brown. Hoping for it. A lot of those other guys we were looking at already went, so they agree with me. Michael Pittman's, of course, he takes AJ Brown. Dang it. All right. So yeah, I'm not reaching on I'm not reaching on Pittman here. So we're gonna go with T. Higgins and hope. Yeah, Fournette's already gone. Why is he still up there? I don't get it. All right. Yeah, all right. We're just gonna go with T. Higgins here. I get my top 12 wide receivers still. And I think we're going to have some values like Godwin and Deontay Johnson later on available to us. And who knows, we might be able to stack up with Burrow. We'll see. Yeah. All right, we're going to go T. Higgins, lock that up. All right. Now, again, my third round already is a keeper, so we're going to be hanging out here for a while. So let's look a little bit deeper down here and see who we want to take. Where I would love a third running back soon. After, I would love it if, Cam Akers often kind of slips, so we'll stick him in here. Eli Mitchell as well. Even Montgomery, I don't know why the hate for him. I would want Johnson in there. I'm not interested in JK because he's already questions about his health. I'm not taking Dylan that high either. And that's where we can look at Gibson, but Sutton in there should be going in there. Mike Williams starts coming into play. I'm not even going to cue him, but yeah, I would take someone like Pittman or Mark Andrews, obviously at that point, but they're not going to last 2 rounds here, or 1.5. DK slips way farther than he should. Yeah, they got DK here. Look, Geno Smith is now the quarterback, so he last year when he was playing those few games, he really locked in and focused on DK Metcalf, and that's what bad quarterbacks do. And when you have a big athletic guy like DK Metcalf, why not? Of course, you're going to hyper focus him. Very remember we had all those bad quarterbacks in Houston with DeAndre Hopkins, and they just hyper focused, targeted him. And I see similar things happening as long as Geno, and then even if Geno plays bad and they're not winning games and they want to try out Locke, well, it's not like Locke was terrible for Sutton when it was just Sutton. Once Sutton got maybe beat up, we're not really sure what happened, but once Judy came back, he didn't do as well. But early, look at the beginning of last year, Sutton, before Judy came back, before Sutton got beat up, he was putting up like 20-point games with Locke at quarterback. So again, I'm not scared of it. I'll take that chance, especially as my third wide receiver. I can imagine at that point I could have almost 3 wide receiver ones, according to my own ranks. Okay, there goes, like I said, Pittman, Andrews gone, of course. Keenan went in there. David Montgomery. Okay, so again, this is home league. They're oftentimes not going to follow this because they have the guys they like, or they have older values in mind. Maybe they're right, actually. Maybe sometimes our new ranks, expert ranks, get too dynasty, get too youth focused. And it's like, no, you should just draft Zeke Elliott, a running back 15. You should do that in a redraft, which is crazy. Some ranks have them there. So still chilling out. We're going to see. We're getting to the point, yeah, because it took my auto pick in there, I believe. What's coming up? I don't know. I thought it did. Maybe it doesn't show it. Anyway, that was my auto pick in there for my keeper. So we're going to see. Again, I'd love a good third running back before I go back to wide receiver because there's a lot of good wide receivers. We'll see who it's going to be. Hopefully somebody's not having problems. Sometimes it shows people like leaving and it's really just a matter of them switching tabs or something in these draft rooms, and the apps just don't recognize that. I don't know. I don't think this is showing the auto picks for keepers. No, it's not. Okay. All right, we're about 10 picks out. Here's the board. At some point I asked myself, okay, I got all these two great wide receivers, 2 great running backs. At what point is it actually an advantage to have a quarterback like Josh Allen? If he fell all the way to me with this fifth player, 4th round, I might actually do that. That might be fun. I might go for it and just try to make a super stacked team and hope they all stay healthy, and hope that I can, be in a home league. This is a pretty sharp group, though. I mean, I often am in the playoffs or on the edge of the playoffs. I've had some bad luck with some injuries and stuff past years. But I'm usually right there competitive, but at the same time, they are still pretty good, and there's a bunch of other pretty sharp players in here who are also consistently around the top. Guru here, Boomin, Dream Team. These guys at the end, you can all tell obviously they're at their end. They're the teams who were in the playoffs last year, the top teams in the playoffs. I had terrible health. I had like Russell Wilson get hurt, and I can't remember, a whole bunch of other weird ones. Running backs. So we'll see what's going to happen here. If he's going to time out, hopefully not. He's going to take Josh Allen if he times out. No, you got Juju. Reaching on Juju. Okay. Hey, like I said, maybe he's on to something. I do like Juju higher than a lot of ADPs, but that was a little high. All right, those guys are coming off the board. I'm looking at our queue, seeing if there's anyone we would want to insert in there. Yeah, like Josh Allen, like I said, I would actually just go for it. We'll see if one of these guys does it instead. The other thing is, yeah, Breece Hall I like, but I'm probably not going to take him ahead of some of these other players. I mean, I might even move Gibson ahead of Akers at this point. Figuring Robinson's going to be hurt at the beginning of the season now. Whereas Breece Hall still is competing with Michael Carter, who I don't think is going to actually stop him. But look, even Naheem Hines took way too much work from Jonathan Taylor his rookie year. Finally, it came around. Talent came through. That could happen still with Brees Hall. Where he's going, typically, I think it's worth doing because of that. Um, if you can get him as your running back 3, okay, and pick up some 4 and 5 guys you can fill in with, when he hits, it's going to be worth it. So you got to have a little bit, you got to sometimes draft assuming you're going to be competitive, assuming you're going to be on the edge of the playoffs or in the playoffs. And so you've got to plan on not just trying to get into the playoffs, but you're going to plan on trying to win the playoffs once you're already there. So you almost have to assume you're there. And I know a lot of people are like, no, you just got to get there first. I know, but you can do both. You can do both. All right, we're taking a while. Guru last time was the guy who took forever, then hit Juju. So I guess he likes to think about it a lot. So that's fine. Okay. Any changes? I don't see anything. Pitts went there. I would have considered him. I don't think with this pick. I actually took him in like the 5th, 6th round or something last year, just in case. It was later than that. And I considered even keeping him at that value, but Debo was too good, and Jonathan Taylor was a lock. Okay. All right, now we're getting real. All right, well, we're 2 picks away. Am I serious about Josh Allen? Brees Hall went. A.J. Dillon, way too high for A.J. Dillon. People are getting a little too excited. I mean, he has standalone value and a little upside, but it's not enough standalone value. Cam Akers has just as much standalone and upside. I know people are funny about it. He already came back. People are like, yeah, but year after, yeah, but he already came out. He's ahead of that curve. He's already moving into the post-recovery, playing for real. He's already come back and had those initial contacts. So he's a way ahead of the game. Not a full season, but it's almost like he's a full season ahead of a normal recovery schedule. And I don't think people are really thinking that through and really thinking about that, how that affects his recovery. It's such a big deal. He was able to come in and play, through playoffs and Super Bowl, get work, get hit, gain some confidence, and go into the offseason, continue to strengthen it, continue to, just strengthen it and gain more confidence. So now we're like last year we had Saquon kind of like, here we go. We were questioning if Saquon was going to be good to go. And I was like, give him a couple weeks to really get back into it. Well, in a way, Cam Akers already did that. So Josh Allen goes right before us. So he saved us from that decision. I'm going to go Cam Akers because I don't know what just happened there. Was that his keeper? I don't know what just happened with that. I'm going to go with Cam Akers. He has that upside. And some of these guys, Mike Williams is there. No, I'm going to go for another running back. He has that super upside. I mean, if 2 of these 3 guys between Jonathan Taylor, Barkley, and Cam hits, it's great. I don't care what McVay says. Henderson's average. He just is. They've tried giving him all the work, and he did well with what he got, but he did only what he should do with what he got. Nothing more. All right, so now we're rolling. I would start thinking about Kittle here. He's a value. Sometimes falls to enough to be a value. And the last of that tier, Waller would be kind of in that tier too, but not quite sure I like the news injury-wise. A lot of uncertainty there. I don't like it. So I'm kind of staying away. We're seriously looking at Antonio Gibson, which that's fine. I'll go four deep, and then we'll grab some wide receivers later. Man, I say that, but there's some good running backs going later. If we really can get him, I should have gone with Mike Williams, but we have a chance at Deontay Johnson still, which I would be okay with despite the injury. So we'll see if it gets to me. 3 picks. Deontay Johnson is second on the rankings list, so people go by that. He'll probably be taken. We might, but if they know the news about his injury, maybe they will not. And there's a Q next to his name. Hopefully, people read that and get scared. Cooks went. Okay. So that was my backup option. Okay, we got Deontay Johnson. You know, because I guess those guys were. I thought they usually it shows them if they are the icon shows if there's keepers involved, but I guess there were keepers involved. Where are we? Do 6th round. This is I don't even understand how to read this board. Ugh. All right, it's useless. All right, we're going Deontay Johnson. That's pretty easy as a third wide receiver. I will take him over Gibson. I will take him over Gibson. All right, there we go. I have a 6th round pick. I do not have a 7th. 7th is my Debo pick. So I took Deontay Johnson, and we'll see. See what happens now. Because I would like a Chase Edmonds, Penny. I do kind of like those guys, but I'll probably be looking at like an Elijah Moore. Hollywood Brown is way look. He's all the way down here. Oh my, that's crazy. You know. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, you can get a Thielen, which in redraft is just money. Like, if he gets hurt, okay, he's hurt. But as long as he's playing, he's going to be good and get you points. It's redraft, guys. Come on, redraft. I say that, and I let Thielen go way too late in my other home draft earlier this afternoon. It just didn't work out with the picks and the keepers I had and so on for me to take him. Next opportunity I got, I probably would have, but yeah, it's just kind of like he's going to get you points as long as you can start him. Amon-Ra obviously should be going before that, so I should probably pull him into here. Would I have him there? Yeah, I'd probably have him ahead of there. But I'm going to take Marquise ahead of Amon-Ra. No Hopkins beginning of the season. We're going to have fun with it. All right. All right, we got a guy reach on Gabriel Davis. It's not a reach. I get it, but I still laugh about it. Hey, Jason jumped in with me on the draft show the other night. How's it going? I should ranking show that tonight. I'm doing just chilling out, doing my home league draft. So, yeah, we're just hanging out and seeing how far Antonio Gibson falls, and that's about it. Nice, nice. Yeah, he just went what 60 something, 60, 50, late 50s, and there's keepers involved here too, so it probably would have been closer to 72 in a true redraft. But yeah, it's a value. It's a good pick. It's like I said, it's points. He's down here at 85 expert rank on Yahoo. I would gladly take him before that. I'm about 7, 8 picks out here. I don't know. We'll see if Gibson falls. He should. I don't know how any people here heard the news. Um, yeah, I don't know. He's been falling beyond what you see here already before now. I would have taken him, but Deontay Johnson was there, who, yeah, I know he just got his shoulder beat up, but I think was still a better option for me there, given the rest of my team. I already had Cam Akers, JT, Barkley. So I kind of reached on Cam Akers as a bit of a high upside kind of thing. So we'll see. We'll have some fun with it. We'll see. We're going a little bit slow here. People are milking the clock or something. I don't know. All right. This guy's taking his time. There we go. Finally, Godwin. Oh, okay. He was looking down the list and he spotted the value. That's fair. I was going to try and get him in here somewhere too. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I really like that. Is a great value. Good job by him finding that. We'll see if Gibson falls any further. We'll see. We got Rashad Penny down here, and I mean it's not quite the same thing, but there's some health concerns for Walker, so I could easily see at least a strong September from Penny. And at this point, like I'm okay with that being the price for a really good quarter, you know, being able to flex him and get like 20, 25 points with, even if he ends up splitting after that, that's when Walker is healthy. That's fine. That's still a win because it's about weekly points. We forget that sometimes. We're so used to Dynasty. Us guys are used to Dynasty. When it comes to redraft, you just need the points. You want points. So if you got him at 97 last week, yeah. He's going to move up here into the 70s, so we'll see if he gets to me. I will gladly take him if he does. Nope, did he just go? No, I scrolled down. Never mind. I scared myself. All right. Hanging out. Still waiting to see. We got some players clearly at the top of the ADP here that, you know, supposedly should have gone a long time ago. But we'll see if people, you know, really believe that or not. Again, I don't know if they've seen the news. Maybe not. I didn't see the news till just half hour before I hopped on here. So it's possible they missed it. Don't know. At this point, I'm not looking tight end. You know, Kittle and those guys are gone. After that, I'm going to wait. We'll wait and we'll try and grab, you know, Njoku and Hunter Henry and those guys later. No problem. Fine with that. DeAndre Hopkins goes. Okay. I guess that could be a case where the team has strong wide receiver keepers already. Kind of. Yeah, all right. Yeah. That's a stash. Upside stash. That's fine. I would have taken Antonio Gibson. She's got Fournette and A.J. Dillon. That's it for running backs. So a little disrespectful to the... we'll see. All right, those were all auto picks, and I get Antonio Gibson. All right, well, that's easy. Done. Yeah, 67. You took him at 97. Yeah. Well, after this news, like I said, he's going to get like a good month here to be the starter. And maybe in that time he can even secure the job. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'm happy to take more of them. Now we got to definitely turn to wide receivers. If Chase Edmonds and Penny and so on fall to us, we might have to overlook them and take some of these wide receivers instead, which, again, there's plenty between Thielen and Elijah Moore, those kind of guys that slip through. many times. Elijah Moore slipped in my own draft earlier today, like I said. So if we can get one or two of those guys, plus the guys I already have, we'll be in really good shape. And then I can start thinking about quarterback. What is even available? So we can get the Burrow, T. Higgins stack. We could. Oh, there goes. Who was that? Thielen? Someone take Thielen? That was weird. It's not showing. I don't like. Where are we? End of round 7. Yes, took Adam Thielen. I don't know why it's not showing there. But they took him. It wasn't a keeper. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, it's weird. I don't have this next pick. It's going to be Deebo Samuel. So we got to hope that Elijah Moore or... Yeah, that's not happening. So let's go look down the board. We got some deeper wide receivers we got to find. This is where the fun starts. Okay, so yeah, we got Robert Woods. All right, Gage, is there. This is where it starts to get a little rough. Yeah, after you get past Lazard, although Woods should be ahead of that. I know Drake London is been a little bit hurt, but it's supposed to be a short-term thing. We'll see. I don't mind taking that shot at value, though. Similar for Burks. Looks good. I'm looking down here. Then we get into the truly, replacement guys. So, and I don't even hate Amari Cooper at that cost. I mean, he's the one wide receiver 1. Even for Brissett, I don't care. We'll see. This thing is not reporting picks anymore or something. I don't know if I need to leave and come back in. Can I reload it or something? It's I don't get it. All right, well, yeah, thank you. Okay. Doesn't show historical picks. Yeah, it must have glitched out on me at that point because it should have been there. Bateman, Lazard went. Oh, wow, somebody was really high on Lazard. Okay. Amon-Ra still not going. I don't know what's going on. It kind of sucks that I don't have this pick and I can't take him. Wow. But yeah, we're still eyeballing Elijah Moore. Amari Cooper at that cost. I'll take it. Olave. Yeah, and that's something you can keep an eye on. This is a keeper league at the value that you drafted them. That's how I can Debo in the 7th route. So, yeah, I do like to keep an eye out for those guys. At some point when I got my starters filled, it's like, all right, I'll take some shots on guys that are going to be, decent for my team, but also can be amazing for my team next year. That's what I did when I took Pitts, and he also gave me some decent points, but there were. Overall, it did hurt my team probably when I did that. He didn't quite produce fantasy points as much as we had hoped he would. So yeah, we're looking at these quarterbacks, and it's crazy. These guys are available. One quarterback league. Easy, super easy. Okay, there goes Kyler Murray. We'll see if there's a run on quarterbacks at all, but I'm super fine with getting I wouldn't mind Trey Lance as an upside and then pairing him with Kirk Cousins, that kind of thing. I'll take 2 quarterbacks if I can do something like that, high upside guy, and then get a Kirk Cousins. Obviously, I'm not taking him at those that picks exactly. Debo was taken by me in there somewhere. So we are now still Amon-Ra. What? I don't know what's going on there. There's no new news. Yeah, his ADP, his rank is his expert rank. Okay, the experts have him higher than ADP and regular rank, which is good. They should be, but it's still crazy that he is. Mine by default was sorting by the X rank here, the expert rank. So I don't know why other people's would not also be, and they wouldn't also be seeing him sitting there. So I don't expect he's going to make it back to me, but it is pretty crazy. Yeah, I would love to grab a high upside quarterback, even if it's Russell, So we'll see what happens. I'm almost a full round away from my picks that I actually pick. Somewhere in here, I just took Debo with my keeper. Now we're waiting. All right, we're moving again. Those goes, yeah, see, Russ just went. Other teams are also thinking the same thing. They're looking towards, they've got their starting lineups, and they're looking at quarterbacks. They want to fill out that starting lineup. That's pretty common. You can see, I do like this view. I like that they did this. There's only 3 of us that don't have two. Correction, 2 of us that don't have a quarterback. This is a nice view. I wish other places did do this. I just really wish they would fix their completely useless draft board view with the keepers. It's completely useless. There goes Trey Lance. Someone else had the same idea. That's fine. I mean, we got Dak. What is Dak Prescott going? Oh, what is going on? How did I not even have him at the top? I must have scrolled down. Yeah, I'll be very happy with Dak. There's way too many wide receiver ones. I mean, quarterback ones. Yeah, he double tapped Trey Lance, Aaron Rodgers. See, that's exactly what I was thinking with Trey Lance and Kirk Cousins. Dream Team he won last year. He's one of the sharp guys I was talking about. So he was probably thinking the same thing I was, or maybe he's watching me right now. I doubt it. These guys have no clue I'd do this. All right. So now we're going to sit around and wait and see. Am I going to reach on a quarterback? I don't know. We'll see. I'm very tempted just to not take one and catch me if I can take Dak, and then I'll get Kirk Cousins later. Very tempted to do that. You can see I have 3 wide receivers, 3 running backs, and a flex. I believe it's a 3rd running back. I have the most at that position. I guess that's why it's highlighted. Yeah, he has the most wide receivers, tied for most wide receivers, most quarterbacks. No one has more than 1, if at all any. Tight ends. Yeah. Like I said, that's a cool view. I like that. Guru taking up all the clock again. All right. So we're just hanging out here. Where are we going at? We're going on to 45 minutes and 9th round. I wish this would be going a little bit faster. There goes Amon-Ra finally. Okay. Wow, that's a value. At least it wasn't one of the good teams that got him. So, yeah, Elijah Moore is my target here. I'm not going to reach and take Dak instead of him. I want that wide receiver I really hope he does. I say it out loud, and now it probably won't happen. But he's one of those guys who has the upside to be a keeper as well as just good for me this year. And so it's a perfect kind of a keeper league to take. So we will see what I get. They went after Robert Woods. Good pick. But I'm going to get Elijah Moore. Easy. Done. George Pickens, they're also hoping for rookie. And that's a true upside, like keeper. You're fishing for keepers right there. All right, so we'll see what happens with Dak Prescott and quarterbacks. We'll see if Catch Me If You Can. He picks now, and then right before me, he's the only guy who doesn't have a quarterback yet. He goes Stafford. We'll see if he doubles up, though. I wouldn't think he would double up. I mean, I understand why the other guy doubled up, Aaron Rodgers and Trey Lance, for the reasons we're saying. Steady guy, upside guy. There's not much of those combos left, and so I don't know why you would take someone else with Stafford. Stafford does have that wrist or elbow or something concern. So they might be worried about that and take another quarterback. But I would, if I was them, I would just take one later, like Kirk Cousins or something. Not pay up for another top quarterback. In this case, it doesn't make sense with the upside. Whatever you paid for Stafford, he doesn't have the upside Trey Lance has. But there goes Olave. Okay. Okay, we're moving Prescott to the top of the list. Chase Edmonds went in there. That's a good pick. I wish I had more of him in some drafts. Even early in the season, I talked myself out of it a couple times. And then looking back, I'm like, yeah, I probably should have taken him. Yeah, we're truly into the backups, but there are some good wide receivers we can still find in back here, including keepers guy. I mean, we got several. Olave, Pickens. Was there another rookie? Olave, did Burks go already? Maybe. But Drake was the first wide receiver taken and all around dynasty wide receiver 1. Is the injury really making him drop that much? I guess people really love to have good news about rookies in camp, which is why Pickens went when he did. Olave has had like not a ton of hype, but some just overall, yeah, he's doing well. You know, plenty of Twitter videos about him. These running backs are fun if you've faded and you only have 2 strong ones and you need to start grabbing some backup kind of guys. Obviously, I have 4 good ones. I don't need them. But if you are this is a nice little range. You can find some good. If you went heavy on, let's say maybe you were going after tight ends early and that, took away some opportunities that you had at the running backs, and then also wide receivers. So you were taking those guys instead of your second, third running backs. Now you would have a chance to get a Penny, Stevenson, Pierce. The hype's getting a little too far now, and then of course Hunt is pretty steady. There's been even trade talks with the Eagles. I don't know. I don't think I buy it, but I don't have him as high as I've had him past years, but he still deserves to be taken. Yeah, just right about this. Definitely before James Cook, Nyheim Hines, Henderson. Yeah, he's right in the right place, I think. All right, now people are reaching on some like starter level guys. We got Njoku going. Okay, so we got to start thinking about tight ends. As soon as someone like Njoku kind of level goes, we got to start thinking tight ends. I like Freiermuth, Hunter Henry, Evan Engram. All right, these are the guys I'm going to be targeting. What else we got? Even a Logan Thomas. He is not on the PUP list. Return for week 2 at the latest. So not bad. Not bad at all. All right, so where are we, though? We're still looking at Dak. Top 5, top 6 upside. We'll see if Catch Me If I Can takes him. Or, I mean, it would be the second quarterback for any of these guys. So any one of them could decide to do it. We'll see. I'm trying to think if anyone took a similar upside risky player. I don't think so. I think everyone else is pretty solid. Did Tom Brady go or was he kept? Where is Tom Brady? I want to check this out. He must have been kept. I don't remember seeing him picked. And so he must have been taken. Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to get Dak there. Rashad Penny does go right in front of us. So does Zach Ertz a while ago. I saw that because he would have been a good tight end. I didn't even put him on the list, though, because I kind of figured he was going to go. We're going to get Dak. Like I said, I'm tempted to continue to fade it, but at this point, it's like, I'm happy I'm getting him here, so we're just going to go with that. I'm going to be happy, accept the gift that's given. Simple. Don't overthink it. Done. All right, and then, all right, clear that out. All right, so now we'll see what happens. I expect a bunch of these running backs to disappear. Pierce, Stevenson, Patterson, Walker, Henderson, Cook, Hines. I guess we've got some running back haters in this league or something. It's not. It's not showing me the players again. So let's refresh this thing. Come on, Yahoo. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now I can get like a Russell Gage, Drake London, upside, wide receiver. Pratt Fryermuth, Hunter Henry is a favorite of mine late as well. So I'm looking through here. It's not showing me the picks. That's really frustrating. What are we now? 10. Okay, so that was Wendon the 9. Dallas got that was a keeper. So like I said, Pierce Patterson went. Tommy, what in the world was that? Is this like a joke? Is that just his? All right, this guy is just going for it. Oh, if that's the guy I think it is, he's a Carolina Panther fan, and he just always makes sure he drafts some Panthers. I remember the Christian McCaffrey, and I offered a trade for them after he was hurt. I was just wanted him as a keeper because I didn't have, yeah. And they were like offended. Don't be like that. Don't get super dumb about your team and your players and overvalue people. Just don't do that. It's not fun. So we got Stevenson went, Rondale Moore. We got Hunter Renfrow being kept and Justin Herbert in this next round. Someone got Justin Jefferson. That's like the last year they're going to be able to do that. I think it's like 2 years. You can keep him in a row. So he's going to kick out next year. That's a great keeper in the meantime. Good for them. I had some like that. I had Chubb in like the, I don't know, 6th round and Kyler Murray in the 13th round or something like that last year. Let's see. So our queue, I don't need to have Cousins on there anymore. So we're looking at Gage and London or the tight ends. I'd be good with going Fryermuth. I took Hunter Henry over Fryermuth just this afternoon. I'll mix it up, take Fryermuth here, and maybe even take Henry later. I expect him to fall later. In that draft, I was surprised Fryermuth even fell to where he did. It was a live in-person draft, so you don't have a list, so probably that he slipped that way. But here you have a list with Fryermuth well ahead. So I expect people to go ahead and take him. So I could take Fryermuth and then back him up with Logan Thomas late, even if I don't get Henry. So I don't mind taking 2 tight ends when it's a late round guys. Especially when I have solid starters. What's the point in stashing some of these other players? Now you want to stash backup running backs, but we're not to that point yet. We are going, how many rounds total? We are going 18 rounds. Okay. So yeah, we got plenty of time. Not worried about it. All right, so now we're just waiting. We're going almost an hour. Almost an hour. Let's look at my team. My team. Gosh. All right, so we got Dak Prescott, T. Higgins, Deontay Johnson, Deebo Samuel, Saquon Barkley, Jonathan Taylor, Cam Akers, Antonio Gibson, Elijah Moore. Strong group. I like it. I like the upside. Elijah Moore, keeper, late. What was that? 10th round pick? 9th round? 9th round. Okay. I don't think I can keep I don't think I can keep Jonathan Taylor again. But we'll see. All right, we had a bunch of those keepers go. I'm not even getting the picks in the chat. I'm not even getting them anymore. This thing's so broken. All right. We're waiting waiting to see what drafting under the scale is. Jefferson, and then the Panthers lover after that. I guess it's ahead of ADP, in which case Do I take Russell Gage, let Fryermuth possibly go away, slip away, and grab Hunter Henry and Logan Thomas later for the sake of getting Gage? That's the question. Tony's there too, again, similar. But even he's injured. He's just trouble. I don't. Never been a fan. Never been a fan. There's not really any other great wide receiver options through here. Wide receiver options really fall off, like MVS. Treylon Burks is hiding down here. I wouldn't mind stealing him down there, actually. Ooh. All right, that's in the saying 12th. That's my 12th pick. But I'm going to pick here in the 10th. We can go Gage, try to get tight end in the 11th, and then try and get Burks in the 12th. It's not going to last, though. I'll tell you that. Why is this not working? Still not showing me the picks. Very frustrating. There. It's probably why we were seeing people leave and come back again. They're trying to refresh the stuff. All right, Kenneth Walker not taken. I don't hate that either. I mean, he should go at some point. But I am going to take another wide receiver at this point. If we look at the by position, I have 4. Okay. Not sure why we're all at the same point for a running back mostly, I guess. A couple of them have 2 tight ends. Meanwhile, neither of us have any. All right, so I think we're set on Gage. High upside. I mean, when Godwin comes back, maybe it won't be great. But if Godwin has complications, he could easily... I mean, they have Julio there too, so there is some questions. But there's going to be a lot of passes to go around, and Brady does spread it around. So the question is, do we go ahead and do that? Do we let him slip? Hope he continues to slip. I don't know that there's a wide receiver. Let's look at just wide receivers. I should have done this earlier. I kind of like, McKenzie, Galladay late, Dobbs late. Julio's down here. Of course, we had Treylon Burks. I love the KJ Osborne super late. Dotson, Wandale, Paris. But as far as really being able to flex him, possibly, he's shown more. I guess I am kind of second guessing myself here. But I would like another start worthy or flex worthy wide receiver. So we're going to go ahead with Gage. And we'll see what happens with next round. Maybe I go ahead and reach on Burks instead of trying to take a tight end. Just keep passing on tight ends. I could easily do that. So we'll stick Burks right up here under Fryermuth. We'll see what happens with Fryermuth. And I'm happy. I have Walker on here just so I don't forget him. He's up at the top of the list overall. I just want to make sure he doesn't get forgotten. Well, we're hitting an hour right now. Somebody's watching out there. Hey, how's it going? Say hi. Is it still you, Jason? That's crazy news about Brian Robinson. Of course, a lot of people are making jokes that it's Antonio Gibson. By all reports, he's not life-threatening. He's going to be okay. We don't know how long. We don't know the recovery. We don't know anything. 2 bullets struck him in the lower body. That's all That's even more detail than I read before. So, that's crazy. I mean, at least we know that much. And so, we can kind of make some jokes about it being a Gibson. But I was going to make a joke, probably in poor taste, of Antonia Gibson. If you get the reference, you get it. Yeah, wide receivers, they get ugly, man. I like the Burks late. Dubs is a possibility. McKenzie is a possibility. Everyone's betting on Gabriel Davis being the guy, but Isaiah McKenzie in the slot when he gets that job in the. So, let me repeat. Let me start over. When he has actually had starts in that role because Beasley was out, we're talking like 10 target, 8 reception, 100-yard games. Like, he's done it when he's gotten those games. In the meantime, Gabe Davis, he wasn't even getting those starts. And when he did, he was okay. Yeah, wasn't much better than Emmanuel Sanders. And then, yeah, has like a couple big games. Patriots game end of the season, and then, of course, the Chiefs game, crazy, 4 touchdowns. But okay, so Freiermuth went. I'm very happy reaching on Jacoby, on Treylon Burks if he gets to us now. But what was I talking about? See, this is a problem when you're doing it by yourself. I was talking about. Totally got distracted. Wow. All right, it'll come back to me. Anyway, here we go. Happy to take Burks if he gets to me. McKenzie, I was talking about Isaiah McKenzie. I knew it would come back. I love taking Isaiah McKenzie as like a Gabriel Davis pivot. I almost got him in my home draft earlier this afternoon, but honestly, someone I can pick up later. I got some people I got to stick on IR, and then I'm gonna pick him up. So, yeah, it's pretty funny, actually. Waiting to see what's happening. I'm expecting Kadarius Toney, Albert O, Kenneth Gainwell, Khalil Herbert, these kind of players, Irv Smith to go. Maybe even Hunter Henry will go. I am at this point, am I going to reach on Burks and let the tight end slip even further? I think so. Again, a bunch of teams have 1, even 2 already. Only Catch Me If You Can does not, which makes me a little nervous because if I had to pick one as my starter, it would be Hunter Henry. Even if you think some of these guys have better upside, makes me a little nervous letting that guy. He's got the keeper. Is this the? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Is he on auto? He's on auto. I'm not familiar, guys, enough with Yahoo. I don't know what it means. We'll see if he picks immediately. It means he's probably going to get James Cook, I guess. And then we'll know. And then we'll know whether or not we can just kind of... Nope, I think Henry just went. Smacked him. Okay. All right, that decides it then. If Burks makes it to me, I'm taking him. If not, what are we going to do in here? I don't really want to reach on Engram or Thomas at this point. So do we stack up running backs? Let's see. I could take my high upside quarterback, but I kind of already have that in Dak. Gainwell almost splitting with Miles Sanders at this point. Sanders went a long time ago. James Robinson splitting with ETN. Jamal Williams getting last year at the beginning of the season, getting as many before he was hurt. Was getting as many rush attempts as Swift. Now Swift was getting the targets, and overall fantasy points were far better. That's fine. Williams was not bad himself. So that's a strong handcuff of another player's running back, which I like doing. I don't mind, like I said, Gainwell here. He's got, I don't know what's happening there. I don't know who just was taken. They took somebody. It's not showing me who. All right, Burks is there. We're going to go after it. We're going to reach. That's not really a reach. It's just a, yeah, high upside pick here. Love it. Good. Nice, nice, nice. Like it. All right, now I will be happy to take a tight end that I can get, like Evan Ingram, Logan Thomas, when it comes back. Even if it's technically an ADP reach, at that point, they belong there. They're good enough to be there. I'll do it. What do we got? Well, and we'll see what of these backups fall. We do have kicker and defense and all that to worry about, so I guess I have to take them at some point. I think 17, 18, I would have to. It's going to force me, I believe. I'm not going to have options for anybody else, that kind of thing. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to attack those guys on the end of the list. I think they belong there late. Yeah, now we're getting pretty boring section of the draft. Just kind of waiting for other people to make up their mind. I had plenty of time. KJ Osborne's going to be a guy that I will love to get in one of these late rounds, and I'm going to be able to start him. I think with as much confidence as someone's like with Gage. Did I miss out, or did I get Gage? Can't even remember. Did I get? Yeah, I took Gage, didn't I? Yeah. So we got Gage, Elijah Moore, Burks. Okay, I'm pretty happy with our backup wide receivers. I would not mind taking a backup running back. Of course, tight end with our next couple picks. So we'll see what happens. Happy to grab some of these guys. Jamal Williams, like I said, Kenneth Gainwell. Eventually, even James Robinson. He does have the Achilles heel issue. He doesn't have games back already like Akers did. Didn't recover that fast. He's not as young. He's not really old yet either, though. So that's a positive towards his recovery. Not just recovery time, but the quality of the recovery and how quickly you can get back to full work and burst and everything. So just kind of waiting here. What happens with these guys? Oops. That's not what I wanted. So some guys are grabbing second quarterbacks now. We got more shots at rookies, well ahead of ADP, but they're taking shots anyway. A couple of people have second quarterbacks. Apparently now I have more wide receivers than anyone. I guess that's unusual. I didn't expect that, but that's fine. That's because I don't have the tight end. I'm the only one without a tight end now. I'd be curious. Was it Catch Me If I Can take? You took Albert O. Okay. Interesting. All right. So I think, man, I'm really tempted to move like Jamal Williams to the top here and just wait on it. Logan Thomas, Evan Ingram. Really tempted to do that. Move those backup running backs up here. James Cook went. Yeah, okay. Finally, we're getting some of these guys going. I thought they would a while ago. Even Khalil Herbert I'll do. You know, I'm not a big Rashad White as a rookie, as a backup guy. I guess you could say, well, Khalil Herbert did it last year when Montgomery got hurt. So if Fournette gets hurt, Rashad White could do the same thing, which is probably why he's right here. I'm not reaching on him, though. J.D. McKissic's going to be interesting with, depending how long Brian Robinson is out, because we kind of expected McKissic to be the receiving guy in that backfield, third down. He was 2-minute drill guy, like get you nothing, not be playing, and then all of a sudden before the half, he's the guy in a drive, and there you go. There's your 12 points. One drive, bam. 3 targets, 40 yards, and a touchdown or something. So we'll see. I think I'm going to go after one of these backups, running backs, and then we'll pivot to the tight ends. But I'd love to shore up give myself some opportunities. Just set up some possibilities. That's what we're looking to do here. You want to set yourself up for the possibility of something. Tony, yeah, somebody else taking Tony. All right, we're in 5 picks. I'm feeling pretty good about getting Jamal Williams. He was going cheaper, especially in, I had a startup, and we got him super late. Because the Dynasty people, of course, aren't thinking about that, but it was a best ball, so even better for a backup running back, because they come in immediately that week, best ball optimal lineup kind of thing. So let's see. Chark, 4 picks out. Yeah, there goes Brian Robinson. All right, so someone's taking the shot. Someone's taking the shot at it. Okay, it's next round. This guy has his keeper, and that's the last keeper, I think, on the board. Irv Smith goes. I'm happy with that. All right, Jamal Williams, we're going to get him in here. Yeah, love it. Okay. Now we're going to pivot to tight ends. Move him down here below the tight ends. Start looking at tight ends more. I don't mind Higbee either. Hooper, I'm going to take Engram ahead of him, though, and Logan Thomas, too. Look, Wentz likes his tight ends. And Logan Thomas was good when he was healthy. And he's back. And even if he's not the best right away, that's why I'm going after someone else first. So I'm happy with it. I've often streamed my tight ends in this league. Sometimes that's gone poorly. Other times it's worked out great. I tried, like I said last year, chasing Pitts at a value. It was a value if he had worked out. As it was, he was pretty much at cost, which really means it's a net negative to your team, not a positive. So we're at 14 and people are driving defenses already. Yeah, it's a home league, all right. Okay. Galladay went. I don't hate that at all. I was thinking about it, but I got enough other wide receivers. Once I got Burks, I like his upside better. So Catch Me If I Can goes ahead of me. We'll see if he has 1 tight end. Let's see if he goes with another. He has 1 quarterback. Let's see if he goes with another one. He already went after a defense. Did he just? No, that was okay. So I'm pretty confident we're going to get Evan Ingram here. I'm technically reaching on him, I guess. Whatever. His upside. Oh, he could be like the number 2 target on that team. Yeah, easy pick. Done. All right. Now, and I'm not even going to wait. Can I wait? We got 14. 17 and 18 are going to be kicker and defense. Okay. So I don't have to take kicker and defense till then. I'm not even going to take another quarterback. Although I will say this league is one where it's like oftentimes people keep. Not doing it so far. But in season, it's like they stash quarterbacks. It's weird. I guess enough people start doing it and then everyone else feels like they have to do it because they can't stream. Yeah, it can happen. You have to play your league, so we'll see. But so far in the draft, only 3 teams have second one. So I don't think it's a problem right now. Kenneth Gainwell, Khalil Herbert, Rashad White. Basically, whichever one of them gets back to me. We're just chilling. Yeah, we really, truly are just chilling now, guys. Man, I had a long day. Woo. So my other draft is a live in-person draft. Big ol', draft board and everything. A lot of fun. My son was the paid, which I didn't know. I shouldn't say that, but he ran the board for us, which was a lot of fun. I can pull this up in a minute here, and he got I did end up paying him, and he got some tips and stuff, so that was fun. But it's nothing like yeah, there you go. There's nothing like a home league, getting the physical draft board. We were calling out picks, and my son was rummaging through the papers and trying to find the names, which he's not super into it. I'd love to say yet. I'm not sure he ever really truly will be into it. We'll see. But he was happy to do this, and he's trying to earn some money for a Nintendo Switch or something. So it's like he understood, and he got the hint that he might make some money, and he did. So a couple guys tipped it, and I paid him. So good for him. We kept him going for like 2.5 hours straight. We kept him moving, kept him working. So he earned it. Good for him. And all are fun. I'm Josh B here. There's keepers, same way. We're at different rounds. I have Godwin in the 11th. Obviously Jamar Chase in the 6th. That was fun. So, lots of good times, but obviously very busy running around. This is a long day. Always like these two drafts always end up on the same day, so it's always a long Sunday. But so it's a good time. That's how it goes. Kind of eyeing it here. I don't know if guys are. Michael Gallup went. That's a sneaky good pick. He's kind of been looking like he's gonna survive week. The PUP list, I should say. Not survive it, but he's not going to end up on the PUP list before going into the season. So maybe he'll be a little bit limited the first week or two, but he could be good. I hope he is, because I have Dak Prescott, so I need him to do something. All right, none of those backup running backs are going anywhere. No one's taking them. Mike Gesicki finally goes. I wondered, but man, it's almost a value where I would have been like, okay, I'll try it. But he always needs the other wide receivers to get hurt. But Waddle, Tyreek Hill, one of them could, and he could step up and be a wide receiver 3. But they do have like Cedric Wilson they paid for to bring in. It's a new coach, McDaniel, not Daniels, McDaniel. And he comes from San Francisco, and we don't know whether he seems to have a similar like that run game that the San Francisco had, which is why Chase Edmonds we were looking at before his pick didn't get him, but could be a value in a lot of your drafts. But they need a blockers, and George Kittle over in San Francisco is a fantastic blocker. He's the best all around tight end in the game right now. I really honestly believe. Kelsey's obviously a better receiver, Pitt's receiver, and Gronk when he was in the league was the all-around guy, but Kittle is that guy now because he is a great blocker. So he goes in there, bulldozes people, great for the run game. All right, so now I get who I want: Gainwell, Herbert, White. Who do I want? I don't have to reach on any of those guys. I'm gonna get Logan Thomas later, guarantee it. So. Who do I want? Do I want Gainwell, Herbert, White? I'm gonna go with Herbert. Kenneth Gainwell. I didn't get AJ Brown, so I'm not like boxing myself in here. Yeah, we'll just take that up shot. Miles Sanders he was like in a preseason game for a few runs and already got dinged up, so. He just doesn't seem to stay healthy. We'll take that shot. So here we go. We're going into the 15th round. I've got 2 more non-kicker defense picks. So we're looking for... I'll probably just go ahead and take Logan Thomas the next one to be sure. And after that, we can grab whoever you want. McKenzie, Pacheco, Osborne. Right, these other guys. Sky Moore, I wouldn't hate that. Upside... That might be a bit of a sneaky one. I didn't see him there. All right, so not as long as we can get Logan Thomas, it's not going to be any of those tight ends, so I might as well get them out of the way. It's not going to be Herbert. I will do Pacheco late. Just take the shot. As good a chance as like White at this point of returning value, at least with touchdowns and so on. Fournette's going to be getting the touchdowns, not White. White's only avenue to real value is getting used in the 2-minute drill kind of guy, receiving back, occasional third downs, fourth downs, that kind of thing. But Fournette does pretty well with that too. All right. I would love to get, like I said, I'm going to go Logan Thomas here, the next one, and then take whoever's best with that last pick before that. Sky Moore, McKenzie, Pacheco, Osborne, any of those guys. And I'm only saving these tight ends on the list here in case somehow Logan Thomas goes ahead. In which case I'll take one of these guys first, and then the remainder with my 16th, and then 17 and 18 are kicker defense. So you can see some guys were saying they're out. They're going to let it auto draft from here. I mean, these are picks that are going to be legitimate, like starters. Some of them even keepers. Don't check out in the end of your draft, guys. Don't do it. This guy's already timing out. Pittsburgh defense. That's his second defense. Maybe. No, you know what? I wasn't showing him. See, this is so weird. These results are so weird. Okay, Khalil Herbert finally going. But someone has 2 defenses. Yeah. Yeah. Auto draft his second defense. Good for him. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. Stay in there. Stay strong. I wouldn't mind Allgaier later after Pacheco's and White's, but I'm not even going to queue him up at this point. We kind of know what we're looking at here. We know what we're going for. So we're just going to head on here, get Logan Thomas, then grab another value, and we're done. At that point, we're done. There are other values. I like Wan'Dale Robinson. I'll stick him in here as a late value, behind Moore, but up there. Paris Campbell, same thing. I had Jonathan Taylor though, so I'm kind of gonna avoid that just to keep things optimal. Rashad White finally went. James Winston. People are grabbing second quarterbacks again. Wow, guys. But there's wins I'll be taking. Yeah. I'll just get like Marcus Mariota, and he's gonna get points unless he's terrible, in which case he gets replaced, and then I'll drop him. But when he's gonna be running around and stuff, and I'm gonna get points from that, so I don't even need him to be great. I can get 3 great weeks out of him, and the team decides that they're going to replace him with Ritter. Okay. Fantasy points don't mean a team is not going to bench you, at least at quarterback. So, Mac Jones, Matt Ryan, Daniel Jones, even. Yeah, I don't care. I'm not taking a second one. All right, we're 2 away. How are these guys not auto-drafted already? They did last time. It should just remember it and just make it happen immediately. This is dumb. Still waiting for Logan Thomas. If they auto-draft, they are not taking him. They would have had to queue it. So, just waiting, chilling, hanging out, waiting for Logan Thomas. Hanging out. It's 9 o'clock, Sunday night. Been streaming for an hour and a half. But I was just going to be sitting here doing this anyway. So now I get to talk through it. I didn't see any questions. We had Jason hop in on the comments. You should have hopped in and asked your questions. We found a lot of good values, I think, guys, from players that got on my team, like Gage to Gibson, who's going to bump up now. But Elijah Moore was another great value we could saw. It was Chris Godwin, another team figured out that was also a great value. Again, slow maybe beginning of the season, but after that, wide receiver 1. Top 12. When I say that, I mean top 12. All right. I got a lot of fun backups, deep wide receivers. I like this team so far. Eventually, I'm actually going to have to look at kicker defense. Am I going to keep? I'll keep the stream going. I don't care. All right. So who's our favorite upside guy here? Is it Isaiah McKenzie? I kind of think it's Isaiah McKenzie. I really do. That's a lot of fun. Yeah. Especially with I do have wide receiver depth. But Debo, if Johnson is hurt, and Debo's the kind that can get hurt, very quickly, and I don't have to flex a running back. I can flex a wide receiver, but it could be very quickly I find myself in trouble. And look, we got bye week problems here with 9. I don't really typically look at that much, but we got week 9 bye week problems. So I should get another wide receiver in here. I would have enough to start already, engage and more, but again, upside picks, McKenzie. I just can't wait until McKenzie is outscoring Gabriel Davis and is going ahead of Gabriel Davis in ranks in drafts next year. I cannot wait. That's going to be so much fun. Okay. I just don't understand why at this point it takes so freaking long. Like, how do you not know who you want to pick? How are you not auto drafted if you're not here? I don't get it. I don't get it for these live, like actual online drafts. I don't get it. Jahan Dotson, that's a pretty good late one here. I think I mentioned him had him on the list earlier, but not somebody I really have room for anymore. I mean, I guess I could have had him in this group, but I really think McKenzie in that Cole Beasley, role has so much more upside on that offense. And that's the same story people are telling for Gabriel Davis, obviously, but I'm paying 16th round for it, not 6th or whatever for Gabriel Davis, which is ridiculous. So I'm happy with McKenzie here at top of my queue. So we'll hang out and wait on that a little bit. I'd be okay with Pacheco, Osborne, Sky Moore. Sky Moore could be fun. So, yeah, hanging out. Got more questions, guys? Nobody online? Nope, nobody. Just us. You and me watching replay, hanging out. Great content, Josh. All right. 4 picks away, finally. I just don't understand. What takes so long? Rondale Robinson finally went. Okay, there we go. He was on the list. Okay. I'm telling you, this Isaiah McKenzie pick is going to be so much fun. And if he disappears and Sky Moore or Pacheco is I got 3 guys here. Actually, Osborne. I think I'm going to go Sky Moore. I can pick up Osborne easy. People aren't drafting KJ Osborne. They should be, but they're not. Not sexy at all. Too deep. Too deep for an 18 rounder. Like I say, should be picked, but doesn't. All right. I just don't understand with these guys why it isn't immediately autoed. Does Yahoo not remember that you've auto draft you've timed out twice in a row and put you on auto draft until you take it off? Is that what's happening here? Or are they coming back in every time after they got put on auto draft and taking it back off auto draft and then leaving again? And then forgetting about the draft again, and then it times out again, they get put on auto draft, and they get the alert, and then they come back in and turn it off auto draft. And then disappear again, and forget about it, and then if that's what's happening, oh, that's annoying. Why do we have to sit here for 30 seconds? All right, we got to look at kicker and defense. Fun. Defenses. What do we got? All right, so we can clear out this. Are they making me take a kicker? I might not take a kicker. I might take another fun player. Because I'm gonna have someone to stash on. I think maybe not. Depends on Deontay Johnson, Logan Thomas, and so on. But anyway, yeah, okay, good defense there. I could see Philadelphia with a decent defense, especially fantasy wise, turnovers. Pretty, yeah, it's getting picked out. Pretty well. Oh no, what? Okay, jeez, it didn't scroll up. Indy and Denver. All right. Oh my god, it's showing them as being on auto draft, but it's not just taking the pick. Yahoo, what is wrong with you? Get your act together, dude. I'm gonna be here for 2 freaking hours on a live quick draft. We drafted on a board. Live draft, 2.5 hours. It took us 2 hours and 40 minutes. Okay. And we're on a 2-minute online clock, and we're gonna go an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes. This is stupid. He's on auto. Why is the timing down? Wow. All right. Oh, gosh. Forget that. Let's check out some news. So, Fusion Flex Draft. Let's check out this for a little bit, since this is so dumb. Fusion Flex Draft. Here we go. Fusion Flex update. Finally got some little bit more movement. I still only have Jameis Winston, and Neil over the clock. Dodgers still doesn't have a quarterback at all. Good on him getting Chase Edmonds, because there's no way I was going to let him get by me over here. I took Penny instead, which is just crazy. So I got Penny there too. Man. I shouldn't say two. I didn't get him in the other one. I was looking at it though. All right, so it's going to go around, Yeah, I'm liking my team for, again, this league. It's Fusion Flex. You don't have to start a quarterback if you don't want to, but there are four super flex spots, so you can start 4, so you can see some of these guys are drafting a bunch. The problem is, Jared Goff can have negative games any given week. Justin Fields, negative games any given week. Okay, I have Jameis Winston, negative games any given week, but he could also give me 38 points the next week. So there's a balance there, playing the average. I would not want to start 4 bad quarterbacks. I'm either going to blow that team out or I'm going to lose terribly. I would like to insulate that a little bit and have a little bit of variance there. 1 or 2 of those guys, but not 4. And I know I've tried that before, and other teams have tried it before. You really have to hit on a good value. And I have some I'm eyeing some guys late, possibly as those good values, but yeah, I'm not going to chase it quite yet. So I got Derrick Henry, Cooper Kupp, Leonard Fournette, George Kittle. That's right where, again, I talked about how I'm okay with George Kittle, but after that, and it was a full round after Mark Andrews, Pitts, Kelsey, so I was like, I'll go for it. Deontay, hopefully he's not hurt bad. Godwin, I was thinking he's my wide receiver 3, and I had the other 2 guys. Maybe I don't have him. So I probably should be looking at wide receiver when it comes back around. We'll see. I'm not telling you who I'm looking at. Absolutely not showing you who I'm looking at. So, all right, we are going to flip over. Get this back out of here. Finally, all that time, and I'm finally in the hole, as they say. 2 away. Still, those defenses are there. I'll go. Do I want to go Denver or Indianapolis first? Who plays worse teams? I'm feeling like Indianapolis plays worse teams. And I have Jonathan Taylor. So like blow him out, run it out. Get turnovers. Get big runs from Jonathan Taylor. Like that those are kind of like sync up if you have a running back in a defense. It's kind of like it's a stack in its own way. But Denver's pretty good. I'm not sure who I would go between Denver or New England. I have no idea what's going on here. Why is it ticking out the entire clock? Holy crap. And its queues aren't smart enough to be like just this queue for this round. So I could set my queue to be like on MFL or even, Fantrax or something. You can set up and say, okay, I want this guy as my oh my gosh. Why is it going? They're on auto. I don't understand. Okay, that guy evidently went that. All right. So I don't get them. Indianapolis. Denver. Of course, I got autoed, so it took Indianapolis. Yeah. Denver or New England. New England's playing pretty decent teams this year. Denver plays pretty good teams. There's nothing you can click on to give you. It's so annoying. Yahoo. I should be able to pull up a page, see a player game log. Like, should be able to do that. Still frustrating. Not being able to have that information at your fingertips. Yeah, I'll go Denver. Whatever. Okay, I take these guys off. Set myself for kicker and auto. Is there any kickers I would rather have? Okay, I would rather have Butker. I'd rather have Minnesota's. I'd rather have, Indianapolis kicker. Either Jonathan Taylor getting a touchdown or Blankenship gets a field goal, that kind of thing. In not Young way. I could see Sanders with Miami doing well. I drafted him in another league because the Miami might be moving the ball good, but they might have red zone issues. So there you go. That's probably going to get me through. If it doesn't, it can just auto. Okay, so we're just going to tell it to auto. And that's it. So that's the team. Let's pull it up. Pull up the full team somewhere. Okay, there we go. Dak, T. Higgins, Deontay, Debo, Barkley, JT, Evan Ingram, Cam Akers, Gibson, Elijah Moore, Russell, Gage, Traylon Burks, Jamal Williams, Kenneth Gainwell, Logan Thomas, Isaiah McKenzie, Denver, and some kicker here. Beautiful. All right, guys. I don't know why you were watching that. We found some values on Yahoo. Got to see how a draft would go. Just chilling, hanging out. I'm not sure if I'm going to do next week tonight or not. We will see. I'd love to do, maybe I can do it more like quarterly or something. Get you guys some head starts here and there. I'm not sure about an actual weekly thing or not. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. I kind of want to hang out and see who I get. I'm curious like that. It's terrible. It's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Waiting now. Waiting. Fast forward through this part. After this, I'm going to go grab some food, grab a drink, and just crash. I'm thinking, what do I want to drink? I already had the Dr. Pepper, caffeine, coffees. I'm going to stay away from that, so I'm not going to do mixed drink. I just do some straight up screwball. It's a little warm in here right now, so Mike's sounds pretty good. I really just don't understand how and why it's timing down. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. So I'm on auto pick. It takes like 5 seconds for it to figure it out or something. Who'd I get? Blankenship. Cool. Cool. Got that whole thing with JT. Maybe I can get points off the same touchdown, extra point. If not, I get the field goal. Obviously, that means if the Colts suck, I suck. But hey, I'm betting on them not sucking, at least not for fantasy. Okay, guys, that was it. There's the team. Have a good one. Have a good night. Hope you had a fun draft weekend. Some of you have more drafts next weekend. Enjoy. Hope this was helpful. A lot of things are obviously going to change even till then, just like we had today with Gibson. So you never know, but have a good one. See you next time.